Hi everyone, welcome back to Beat's podcast. In this session, we are going to discuss about an article which came in the Min newspaper, and I thought it will be interesting if I share it in a podcast. And so the article is: Apple aims to produce 25% of all its iPhones in India by 2028. So the company which is going to manufacture most of the phones are Foxconn and Tata Electronics. So is it a good news for the Indian consumer, and will the price of iPhones reduce?
That's a good question. Will the price of iPhones reduce? Let's hope it reduces because a lot of you guys need
Yeah.
iPhones and you living beyond your means buying these devices. If you have the money and you can afford it, go ahead, buy as many iPhones as you want. But if you can't afford it, please do consider saving and buying instead of borrowing and buying. Well, that said, logic dictates, and that's what the government has promised and the Tatas have promised. Even Apple has promised that the phones, if it's made here in India, it will get cheaper. How much cheaper? I will have to wait and watch. But Apple does make a considerable profit on these phones. And the price difference, if you see on Apple throughout the world, from India to any place which is considered cheaper, the price variation is probably 15% at best. But the problem is, it looks huge when you're buying a 1,20,000 rupee phone.
Yeah.
1,20,000 rupees, 15%, 20% is a large amount. But for a 50,000 rupee phone, 55,000 rupee phone, it looks very small, the cost difference of flying there and buying it. So, as of now, the lower end phones are what looks like they're going to be made in India.
Okay.
The top end line phones, I don't know.
You mean the latest version?
No, not latest. In the latest, you have variation. No, you have the basic model, then you
Okay.
have the Pro Max
Yeah.
with the maxed out model. So I think they have a range in this. I think they'll start with the lower range and slowly build up to the higher range. And it's good for India and it's good for Apple too. Because the major problem they've had with China is all Western companies in 1990s, including McDonald's, all flocked to China when the Chinese country opened up. And manufacturing, consumerism, everything, they all flock to make money there. Now all of them are busy trying to pull out of China because end of the day, democracy is very important. If you don't have a voice to speak, then what's the point? So even companies need a voice to speak, and companies are realizing more and more that in China, their voice is very limited and the rules are very stifling.
Okay.
Only person who seems to be running now there to desperately requiring access to that market is Elon Musk. And we know that why, because Tesla is in the trouble it is in. And self-driving cars technology, China is required for his cars. So he's trying to somehow negotiate his way there through. But other than that, most Western companies are finding it hard in China and trying to find an exit to leave China, especially in manufacturing.
Okay.
And that is to advantage to India. That I agree. Will this create more job opportunities in India because of these manufacturing is very doubtful, because most of these are highly skilled jobs and they require very few people actually to make the phone nowadays. Now, all the robots and high-end machines, and that too now plugged in with AI. I've spoken about Siemens, which has come out with an AI chatbot, which using that AI Siemens chatbot, workers can communicate directly to the robot and machines and change the programming. You don't need a programmer anymore. So you can talk to the robot in normal language and say, hey robot, do this.
That manufacturing machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Siemens makes the robot. They make the software which helps you talk to this robot in AI. So it's changing rapidly. So yes, they might have huge facilities here, Tata's making iPhones. But the actual number of people working in these factories might be very little, very few, because they will not need. So we'll have to wait and watch.
And the companies which are going to make these are Foxconn and Tata Electronics. It is not listed in NSE.
Well, Foxconn is listed in Taiwan. It's a Taiwanese company. So if you are interested in that, you can look at that. Maybe through US you can buy in the company if something you're looking at. I'm not studying that at all. So you have to do your due diligence there. As far as Tata Electronics is concerned, it will come. Given time, all things come.
Maybe they have given it as 2028 and by the time it would have been listed in NSE.
Possible. We can hope as investors.
Yeah.
Because one thing with the Tatas is at least they allow us to come and join the party and enjoy. At least some of the doors they open for us. Some other family-run companies in India are not so forthcoming. They want to hoard it much as possible for themselves and don't allow investors inside. And when they do offer investors, it is poison chalice. what they're offering. A poison chalice is a cup which looks like is fresh juice. Till you
But it
drink
is
it, then you realize it is poison in it. Then it's too late.
So I hope that this video is informative, and if you like this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more kind of videos. See you in another episode with an interesting topic. Thanks for watching the video.
Thank you.